Hello, ladies, gents, and career politicians losing their minds on live TV. We return to the daily challenge of Spelunky, and I have a headache. I have a terrible, terrible headache, and I'm going to take it out on the filthy shopkeepers that are going to impede my progress. That is why I do. Whatever pain I suffer, I take it out on innocent victims and not so innocent, terrible criminals alike. I'm an equal opportunity blamer. I will blame any kind of living being that floats in front of my face. I was chronicling this daily challenge for the May 28th, by the way. But that's something that you need to get out of the way. I should have some kind of very, very well delineated routine, exactly the way that I go about saying things. But no, every damn daily challenge is a brand new adventure with brand new intros and all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to structure my life and my commentary around some freaking script. I come into here and I just blurt out whatever the hell happens to happen inside my brain. Anyway, what I was getting at. We have been having some keyboard problems, and now I have a different keyboard. It's not the new one that I ordered. Believe me, I try my absolute best because I really did enjoy the keyboard that I had. Look at the actual name. It's a Logitech something other. Logitech is something other. That is a pretty damn great brand, you know, right? It's a well-known model. Went back to a Corsair red switch keyboard that I had that was actually malfunctioning. Anyway, before I switched that, I took out every key. First, it was the problem keys that I took out. Everything I cleaned as much as I could. Used that nice compressed air, all the whole shebang. A little bit of alcohol, all that good stuff. Did not solve it. I took out every single keycap and cleaned it all beautifully, and it actually malfunctioned more. It turned to do double presses on other keys, not just the R. So, you know, officially declared bankrupt and dead to me and to the world at large. Is there a Kali out there somewhere around here? And now I'm using this much older Corsair that I have. It's Corsair something something. I don't pay attention to the model names, okay? Once when I'm buying it, I will pay attention because models are different and all that stuff. But once I have it, it's like I don't remember the brand or the name. I only know it's Corsair because it says right there on the freaking plate on top of the damn keyboard, all right? Anyway, and the Logitech, I know it is a Logitech because I absolutely hate the freaking software. So it is branded in my brain pan how much I hate Logitech software and any kind of peripheral software. And that is why I went out of my way when I was out ordering things, or a new keyboard imported from China, because that's what you do. In fact, I went out of my way to find something that said ships from the United States. But you know, it ships from the United States after being received from China at a previous date. So my half-baked patriotism did not pan out. Still consuming a Chinese product. Do American people even make keyboards? I'm pretty sure it's all done by poorly paid slave labor in sweatshops. And now I press the keys that their tiny little hands have put together. Such is the way of the world. Isn't that amazing? Anyway, but that has not arrived yet. So I'm going to use this one until the malfunction that it had comes clear, because it's been working beautifully. And I really like it. I always did. I stopped using it simply because of the malfunction that happened at some point. Again, freaking double key presses is the one and only problem that I ever have with mechanical keyboards. It's very frustrating. Still love the feel of them though, so they last long enough for me to say, okay, I'll get another one. But this time, made sure to go out of my way to get the most basic red switches keyboard I could ever find. Very irritating that it all comes with all these bells and whistles. Oh, look at all the colors. But you need this atrocious software to make it work. It's like, I don't want that nonsense. I just want a keyboard that puts letters on my screen and that it feels good to press down, I don't give a damn about anything. And still, do you know how hard it was to find one that was just bare bones basic? Everything is with all this garbage. So I don't want your garbage. All I want is a basic functionality of a good old keyboard, which you can still get from any other. You simply don't get if you don't install the software, your fancy ass $300 keyboard will still work, but you can't do all the colors without the software. But I wanted to bypass that altogether. I am seeing money in the form of gems up here. I will not bypass this money. It's very important for me to have this money. So there it goes. There it goes. Give me some sweet, sweet diamonds. Let me do it like this. Alright. That. Ooh, I saw myself getting impaled by trying to avoid those gems, so just grab that. No big deal. No big deal. Anyway, so that's my keyboard. That's my keyboard diatribe. Has no point or limit. Just me bitching. That's what it is. Just me bitching as usual. Keep in the way here because I realized that poor Major Stupid is there and he just got exploded. But even then, oh man, I really wanted that to get ghosted. Let's get that done. Even with Major Stupid getting blown up, it's not that big a deal because it wasn't me, so it's all good. Oh, so this keyboard, there you go. I had a membrane keyboard. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, because I am assuming like you know all kinds of keyboard snobbery that I am into. I am very much into keyboards, something that I have covered in the past. I've told you before. I really enjoy having a good, nice keyboard that I can press keys and feel like, yeah, this is good stuff. If you're not aware, there are membrane keyboards, which are your cheapo, run-of-the-mill $10 keyboard you can find in any place at all. And then there's the mechanical keyboards, which are kind of the old-fashioned but back in fashion kind of keyboard. And it's all it's a different, it just has a different feeling. There's all kinds of different kinds that give you some pushback. And though I am very much into keyboards, I'm not so much into the terminology and all the fancy stuff, all the terms. Let me just do a little bit of murder here, a little bit of concentration. Make sure this piece of garbage does not get the upper hand. And I'm sure that I'll find the malfunction with this keyboard at the absolute worst moment. Like it will be like, oops, I pressed the spacebar, but nothing happened. And that's why the run is over. Amazing. Wonderful for my hardware to turn against me like that. It will happen, don't worry. So I'm home. Not supposed to be home today. Today, it's a day that I should be working. And I would be working. I will be delighted to be working. If, what was it, the day before yesterday, and you had a freaking back spasm. Gotta hate those. It's all my fault though. Oh, skeleton raining from the sky. It's all my fault. I neglected to do. Like, I had a very long weekend. It just so happened that it was my due. And during this long weekend, I was a lazy piece of garbage and I did absolutely nothing. Not even the exercises that I must religiously adhere to in order to maintain a healthy lumbar region. You know what I'm saying? I did them later, but I could feel the difference. And then later that day, from completely cold, I went into the world of VR and bashed some skulls in Gorn. I just felt like it. I just felt like letting out some extremely worrisome aggression. If you saw it, you would be like, holy crap, this man needs to be committed. I needed to let go of that. So I went into the world of Gorn and just moved in a way that tweaked my back. Didn't put much stock into it. I felt that before. No big deal. It really was not much to talk about. But then the day after, of course, right after I clock it. It needs to be at the most inconvenient and humiliating time possible. After I clock in, I do my thing in the locker room, then I go outside, grab some of the materials that I need to do the work, and then I feel it. Oh, then I feel it. It was not one of the awful ones that just leave me writhing on the floor. But I felt it. I was like, well, let's hope that this one's not. I can work through it. Spoiler alert, I could not work through it. So just went home after working for barely 2 hours. Did a little bit of office work through the entire extremely painful experience. I was like, okay, can't do it. Of course, you know, me and my wife, we ride together. We have the same job in the same office. We rode together to work, so it's up to her. She needs to drive back with me and take her own truck, because you see, my car has manual transmission, and she's numbnuts, has never learned to drive a manual transmission car, so I needed to drive us back home. And then she took, I'll take this. Will Callie be mad? Probably. But what about the friends we made around the way? Huh? It's going to be a great time. Just obliterate the level. You like to ghost that Ruby? No, you don't want to ghost the Ruby. I really want that Ruby to be ghosted. Oh yeah, this pleases me. Alrighty, we're done. We're good to go here. And it seems like the rock did not piss off Callie, just barely. Kind of hard to get it there, huh? Give her a little bit more flesh. She loves the attention. Okay, we're good. We're good to go. Give me all through here. Shotgun though. I don't want to leave without a weapon. So let me just to be sure. I could have sworn that there was one down here. Maybe it got crushed. Maybe I left. Maybe I brought all the shotguns all the way to the top, and now I need to spend a rope to get all the way up to another. That's a possibility, and it will be worth it. You know, a little dumb though, because I just didn't leave them where I could get them. Probably over here where I left it with the idol. All right. Well, that was infuriating, but we made it happen. It's all good. It's all good. Leaving the mines richer than I came in here. So anyway, can't do much. It feels a lot better, at least. It wasn't one of the really bad ones that leaves me crippled for a week. And I'm going to also credit me mostly keeping up with those exercises. The fact that I am not currently bedridden and just crippled and miserable. I'm just sitting here very still. Sometimes I get a little bit of pain, but mostly it's extremely manageable. So I am thankful that it wasn't a horrendous experience that I would never want to repeat. At one time, man, it was just like the hand of God wringing my lower back, just like twisting in there. It's just the absolute most painful experience I ever had. One of those painful experiences that leaves you without another thought. It absolutely obliterates. Just what was that? I don't know. This was a painful experience that obliterated all my thoughts. Look, this is bypass all the nonsense that I could spin and simply go into adventure mode and just say goodbye to the daily challenge. Why even elaborate on all the stupidity that was concentrated in a singular point that just afflicted? It's just you know, my back is stabbing me with pain. I can barely think. I can barely get around to murdering shopkeepers. Oh boy, I can't do it. I can't do it. I thought that I could, but it's my back, you see. My back, and also I have a headache. I did say I have a headache at the beginning, right? Pretty sure I did. Is this a speed run? Is this a stupid run? Probably both. For the time being, we're just going to go forward, go through exits, and feel good about ourselves. And hopefully forget about that absolutely atrocious attempt at killing a shopkeeper. We're never going to talk again, okay? That experience doesn't exist. And I know that I go into this quite often. I always try to erase the past while still posting it on the internet, which not this brightest or wisest course of action. If I really wanted to erase this from existence, well, I would simply hit that stop. What the hell is the deal with this arrow? I would simply hit that stop recording button, and then let go of it forever. So I'm just pretending like I don't want you to see it, because I do want you to see it and maybe comment on it and pretend with me that it doesn't exist or something like that. But the point is, we're all well habituated to stupidity in these videos. So what's new? There's nothing new. Let's just get through there. Is this a slightly faster pace run? Doesn't have the nice ring to it of speed run. Slightly faster pace run. That is what we're indulging right now. And hey, if we make it to hell, we'll probably still get a freaking personal best out of it. Or, you know, you can just get pummeled. He's pummeled forever. He's going to jump exactly where he needs him. Alright, good. Good stuff. And you know what? I've had these headaches now and then for a long time. A long time. And I finally put it together. When do I get these headaches? Like, very consistently. Very consistently. I'll get these headaches only during my day off. No other times, just my day off. What happens during my day off? I don't drink any coffee. It's a freaking caffeine headache. That's what's going on. That's right. We are pissing off these people. Freaking caffeine headache. That's what's going on. Erase all caffeine from my diet. Erase it. I refuse. Okay. Yep. I refuse to be a slave to some disgusting addictive drug. Yeah, it might taste pretty good. You son of a bitch. You turn around so quickly. Might taste good. It might keep you awake for a day. But it's a horrible detriment. And it's like you could simply have coffee on your day off as well, and then you won't have the headache. You bitch, are you for real? There's not. That's not the point. The point is, I'm a slave to some, a soft slave. Let's say that I am a cuck to some chemical substance. And I have this argument before of, well, aren't you a slave to food? Because you have to eat food to survive. Listen, you basic bitch. Food is sustenance. I don't need coffee to stay alive. Whereas food, you kind of need it if you want to survive. If I could let go of my food addiction, well, I wouldn't, because food is amazing, and I would rather just die with a gorged belly than to starve myself slowly so I can lose a few pounds. We'll see if I still feel this way when I am dying of diabetes in the hospital. Grunk. 2 grunks, huh? Not interested. Not interested. Sorry, man, you're stupid, but it was either your bumhole or my prosperity. You son of a bitch. I was trying to be the cleverest of all bitches. I was not clever at all. This entire level was completely cursed. It was absolute trash. So, not even sad that we had to let go of it. But the reason why I was telling you about the keyboard is that it feels different, so I might make a mistake. Wonder if that is related to the way that I die. I'm going to say absolutely. 100%. It was actually a Jedi right here. Did not expect it to be there, but it was. Absolutely, I'm going to use that to take the blame as opposed to my own ridiculous dumbassery. Oh yeah. It's the keyboard. It was just totally threw me off, threw my timing off, made me completely unable to avoid Why you have to do me dirty like this? Huh? Here I am. Doing my absolute best. Being my best self. With this pickaxe. You have to go and chase me down with some arrow trap. Show me what for. Complete garbage is not the way to go, but hopefully we can make it work. Oh boy, this was slightly annoying. All right, I was thinking that it would pick up the arrow because it always does, but not this time. Picked up the mattock. Oh yeah. Figured it out at last though. I've had this problem for like actual years. And the thing is, like I have established several times in the past, I am not a big coffee drinker. Sometimes I get into the habit. Let's say, it always happens like this. I go off coffee for like weeks, even months. I stay up some night, playing some game, my latest addiction. This thing I know is 2 in the morning. I need to work in 3 hours. Oopsie. Guess I'll have to get rescued by caffeine intake. Goodness, this awful, awful, awful monkey scenario. I did not want my butthole to be opened up by ornery simians. So I just took the fall like a champ. Much rather jump to my death than to become a butt victim. Butt fighters. Butt pirates. Not pirates. It's just my mouth sometimes makes shapes that I don't want it to make. It is just the way that I was born is not my fault. Part of the reason why I went into the entire commentary thing is to just get over it. It has not worked so far. Continue to make the wrong shapes and say the wrong words. But just kind of get used to it and own it, you know? But yeah, it happens so often, too many times in real world conversation. It will happen to me. Of course, always when it's extremely annoying. Never happens when it doesn't matter. It's like public speaking, talking to some boss, talking to some stranger. My mouth will do the wrong shapes. I will say the wrong stupid thing. And they'll be like, what? You can tell in their faces, like, pretty sure he didn't mean to say that, but this conversation is too polite for me to point out how stupid he sounded. Where's the exit? We're just going into the darkness here. I'm assuming, yeah, this is the way. Oh, you son of a bitch. It's all good. Just randomly stomp him. We meet up there at the apex. Everything's fine. Everything is just fine. Well, anyway, that's what I got for you. That's what I got for you. I should be at work, but I am not. Oh well. Poorly timed, but it's all good. Everything worked out. Is this stated mission to do speedruns? Not even. I'm just getting for the game. Seeing what happens. But it just so happened that I wanted to do it fast. Oh baby. Oh baby. I have 46 bombs. I just now realized. I was murdering shopkeepers because that's just what you do. Until now, oh man, I actually had a legit reason. I had a legit reason to kill these pieces of garbage. I know the other ones around here. I'm not going to get fooled by some garbage scumbag person. One of those bombs will do it, right? You piece of trash. Whew. So good. So good. We can even maybe save Major Stupid. I am committing. Huh. That was weird how the bombs did not work out the way I wanted them to. I picked up the ankh, right? It was in there. I didn't even realize where I was stepping. Yeah, we have the ankh. You know, this we can casually break our hell record. No big deal. I think that's the way forward. That was definitely better. Sucks. Please explode. Woo. 20 seconds, that's fine. It's all good. I'm going to casually do this entire hell run thing. Like it's not a big deal because it's not. I can get it done, no problem. Where's the exit? Not this way. It is this way. What an annoying ice case level. And that's it. That's the entirety of my chronicle. I got nothing else for you. Fistful of soggy chooch level. Please get me out of here. Oh no! Still alive though. Don't murder me. I can't possibly approach this man. Alright, good. It's all good. I'm assuming that the more ahead is going to be the next level. What a terrible soggy chooch level. It's absolute atrociousness. Oh yeah, put me on my misery! That small yet extremely welcome respite of death. I can't even embrace it fully, for I come back to life. Accursed and damned as I am. Could maybe use that. Just trying to use that point of health I was trying to say. Don't kill me. I knew it. And I even jumped. You saw me jump. It's like he's gonna turn around. He's going to do the exact thing he needs to do to kill me. And I jumped for that purpose, to avoid that. It was not good enough though. And I just ate a whole bowl full of fecal matter. That's what I just did. I had it. And then I lost it. Had the amazing resurrection. You know what? I think it would have been faster to just take the damage. Ow! Just take the arrow damage. What am I even trying to do? Is just go through this and just fill up them 30 minutes. You just gotta fill up your quota. Because that's the way that I have arbitrarily decided that I want to do things. Instead of just giving you 12-minute daily challenge, just posting it. And there you go, 12-minute video today. I hope you're happy. No, I commit to making Spelunky videos at least 30 minutes in length. Who knows? Maybe you were ready to have a great meal. You're like, oh, the Belargo. My good old Uncle Touchy posted something. Let's have lunch while I watch this. What is this? 12-minute daily challenge? I've been cheated. I signed up for 30-minute long Spelunky videos. This was the unspoken contract. Largo went and breached it. What a piece of scum. Please. I need the chest. I need the chest so I can fondle it. There it is. A little displeased. If I had gone the exact same way that I was going instead of deviating trying to find the chest, it would have been just fine. But no, I had to be fancy. And had to be... Oh! Ah, hilarious. Get me out there. I'm very happy with the result of what I just did. There's always a highlight. There's always a highlight. You may think, well, there's no worth to this entire play session. Nothing is going on. And then, book of blammo! Something amazing happens. Just totally. Don't stop chasing me. You weirdo. You absolute weirdo. Freaking vampire lusting after my blood. What are you, some kind of ex-wife? I thought for sure I could jump under that. You know what? I did not even realize we had the Ujjarai. Happy to oblige. Happy to indulge. Happy to partake. And all kinds of other expressions that mean absolutely nothing in this context. Please. Whoa. I am sure. I am sure good things will happen if I continue bombing. It's all good. Just do the teleporter L. We got that. really wanted him to die. Go on there. Ooh! We got this under control, baby. We got that Ankh. We have a teleporter. Everything is going according to plan. Really? I don't have sticky bombs. I can't get this done. I cannot get it done. Uh-oh. No. Everything's according to plan again. I am the greatest. I am the greatest. Look at that. This is not a sign from the heavens. That life... Pretty sure it's okay to just teleport into the wall. It's just the fastest you can possibly commit suicide here. Especially since I had no cape, we are losing absolutely nothing. So I have lots of bombs, unfortunately no stickies. Very upsetting. But I definitely will go out of my way to get that. Get that spike. Shoot. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it! These soggy chooch levels are just outrageous, man. Why is life so hard? Let's go all the way down to this side. Gotta make sure this guy's not murdering me. Oh man, if Gronk had survived, is there anything that I could have done with him? I don't think so. I guess we could have taken him to... Oh boy. Actually, this side is better. Taking him to the mothership. What a disgusting... Oh, we do have to kill Anubis, that's right. I was like, oh, just get through it, don't worry about it. Come back, come back, come back, Anubis. We do need the freaking scepter. Please go away, purple crap. We are in a hell run. Glad that I remembered. Before I simply left. No! I meant to hold on to the ledge, you piece of garbage. Oh, you piece of garbage. Like, it was a blessed run. It was beautiful. It was perfect. It's absolute perfection. Going into a place with no exit. What is this 1-1? What is happening right now? It is also blocked, isn't it? Maybe the crates will contain teleporters. That will make this ordeal worth it. But I'm not going to be here, a massive super chump, and just sit here through... Why? That... Get me back in there. Sit here through a 22-second 1-1. Absolute nonsense. Asinine insanity. That's what that was. Alright. For some reason, look, I just do where my fingers take me. I do what my fingers tell me. And today they tell me, no, why though? Well, you abandoned the harassment of this man. I just wanted that pickaxe to get through places. Gotta say though, really happy with the teleporter usage. It was not the cause of death. We used it. In fact, we used it to big advantage. Getting items quickly, killing a couple shopkeepers. It was some good teleporter stuff. And then I just died to unrelated dumbassery causes. The nature of which we don't need to discuss at the moment. Okay, I'm going to steal this from you. You like to come out here and be a piece of garbage. Alright, it's all good. Maybe we can find a golden key. I doubt it though. They don't usually want to come out. Meh. Whatever. I don't need no key. I don't need no Ujjarai to find things. I have incredible ultra perceptive eye that will reveal it all. Anyway, to put a final stop to that entire paragraph about my back injuries, should be good enough to go back to work tomorrow. I mean, the day after tomorrow. I feel like right now I could get through a work day if I don't take... What the... Look, second time in a row. I'm trying to hold on to the freaking ledge, but I go a little too far. Keyboard. The keyboard, I'm not used to it. That's it. I'm used to the proprietary switches in that Logitech keyboard that I had, there were some kind of thing that they concocted. It was in between brown and red switches. Something that they had, and I really, really liked them. I very much enjoyed the way it felt. And that's what I was habituated to. Please, just swing it. I wanted to swing it so that I could go up with... Oh, it's alright. It's all good. What's the worst that can happen? You just go in here. Please let me go through the gap. Go in there. What you thought? You thought, oh, he's just gonna die again. Didn't you? You just saw that happening already. You were like, there's no way this piece of garbage can possibly survive an encounter with this dude. With this shopkeeper. There's no way. Who's laughing now? Huh? I'm laughing. I'm laughing. Because I survived like a pro. Just humiliating that piece of garbage. Absolute freaking skill is what you just witnessed. Don't spit at me, brother. Just wait. Oh, there you go. That incredible cobra dance. Another nugget of brilliance. And this most awful or no ordeal. Look, he looked red and green, just like the Tiki Man. There was a Tiki Man right behind him because there was a boomerang on the ground. It's like, I can stop this Tiki Man. Turns out it was an evil carnivorous plant in disguise. How could I have possibly anticipated that? There was no way I could have known that that plant was disguised. My incredible perceptive eye is very, very much focused on other things. We're teleported there. Unfortunately. I hate everything. Let's just restart. Look at this. Going 37 minutes. I just want to keep going. I just want to keep going. Maybe get another teleporter run in. Because the more I use it, the more confident I feel with it. I feel like we're actually getting places with those teleporters. It is no longer an insta-death device. It is now, there's some nuance, there is some possibilities. And while I don't think I have ever carried it to completion, a teleporter run, we are getting to the point where it is not the reason why I die. So, yeah, it's already triggered, so good. Triggered! Pretty good one. Unfortunate shot, but getting a little bit of health. It's all good. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You know what? That is worth murdering for, but I ain't got no time. So good. Yep. We're getting to that point where I'm just doing random noises because I'm thinking like, in the back of my brain, it's like there was something else that happened this week that I can bitch and moan about. But it's this damn headache inside of my head. Stupid caffeine withdrawal. Oh, I do it. I knew it was a terrible mistake to indulge in such evil substances. I just went under a freaking frog. It's the devil's lettuce. That's what it is. I just casually get stabbed in the back of the skull. I know this is the way forward. I know it. You can't fool me to think otherwise. You know, it looked like there was a dead end. Should I use the rope to start with? At this point, we're kind of depending on finding items and stuff. You don't plant yourself. Instead, you drop to a casual death. Once again, failure to hold on to a ledge. 100% keyboard related. I can't possibly take the blame for this repeated mistake that I keep doing over and over. But it really does seem like my fingers need to be habituated once more to the way that red cherry switches work. You're not aware? It's a switch where there's no real resistance. So the actuation point is somewhere in the middle while you press it down. And I really like, you know, it's really nice the way it feels on your fingers. But you need to get really accustomed to it so you know exactly when the key is being pressed. Otherwise, you may not press it. You may press it too long. You may press it too shortly. You know, so it does make a difference. Like I am pretending like it's all my fault. You know, the layers of irony of where I am pretending like it's... Ow. I am saying that it's the keyboard's fault, but we all understand that it really is all my fault. But in really, there truly is some legitimate blame to be placed upon this keyboard that I have not used in a long time, because I have literally used the other keyboard for a good 2 years, not using these keys for that long. So it does take some time to get used to it. Therefore, I can absolve myself of at least 30% of the blame. I think I'm comfortable with that number. 30% of the blame is not on my shoulders. Freaking cave people. Evil tiki men. 30% of the blame not on my shoulders. That's a good absolution. A good, truthful, honest, self-absolving. You know what? This is the time. This is my time. Oh yeah, totally worth it. Thing is, if we don't find the black market, will it be worth it? I don't think so, because now there's 0% chance of this being a personal best. But still, you know, a good speed run. Just don't let go of it. Oh, a freaking blue frog! Oh, they always manage to get you, no matter the means. They don't need to touch you. They don't need to destroy you with their bare paws. What would you call frog hands? Just legs? Frog hands? I mean, they do have tiny little webbed hands. I guess they will be hands, right? Let's put it in hands. Tiny little frog hands. They don't need to choke you with their tiny little frog hands. They can just deceive you because they're just that kind of terrible eldritch creature. You know, a freaking creature that can live both in the water and in land, the likes of which have never been conceived before. There's some kind of weird, horrible monster that is just absolutely unnatural. Damn amphibians cannot be trusted. Let me go. Let me go. Well done. Picking the exact path that will yield the most stupidity. I get rewarded for my stupidity, though. It's all good. There you go. A arrow trap making convention over there. Plenty of samples to go around. I felt like there was a black marker right next to the exit there. Nice. Well done. Well done. You idiot! We're not going exactly the path that I would say is the shortest path to the exit. You thought that I was going to get planting, but no. I was far too intelligent. Too freaking smart to be trapped. Sorry, man, you're stupid, but I need to make way. Is this personal best material? I really need to start keeping track of, okay, how fast of a mine's level, mine's biome was it? Everything perfect. It's just son of a bitch. There's literally, maybe if I had turned back, I could avoid that blue frog. There's almost literally nothing you can do with the mattock in hand against that blue frog. I think maybe if I had simply turned back. Yep. I mean, I simply had to swing the mattock there, but instead I just tried to not get molested. Can you blame me? Can you blame me for seeing a weirdo, horny caveman with a massive dimensions, an enormously powerful super erection just barreling toward you? Can you blame me for just instinctively turning away instead of just standing my ground. You can't possibly blame me for that. Okay, fella. We have this song and dance often. I try to leave you alive, and all you do is come back to haunt me. This time around, you did. You did? Really hoping I was really... Wow. Well, I guess we're just digging our way forward. What a massive waste of time. And I can't even get up there. Well, it's okay. This Mattock is going to totally make up for it. There was a shiny box and I needed to open the box. It's not my fault. Surrounded by shining objects that I want to partake of. How infuriating to... please. Oh, you arrow trap garbage. Stupid arrow trap garbage. Stop that shopkeeper from being impaled. Maybe, you know, the secret is not going down arbitrarily in a path that does not bode well whatsoever. He said, while going down in a path that did not bode well whatsoever. The Spelunky gods conspire against me. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Do you want me to assume the blame of the absolute atrocious nonsense that is happening right now? Do you want me to take responsibility? No, sir. No, sir. At the very least, 30% of the blame is not mine. That's how we have very scientifically established. You have sticky bombs, you have all kinds of bombs. Probably could have done with your death. 2 points of health. This is just already doomed. Everything's terrible. Why am I even subjecting myself to this pain? What you got? Just a freaking grunk. Assuming this is the way out. I have to be like this. Fauna. Stupid wildlife always trying to eat me. Why can't they be Disney movie animals? Where they just swarm around me and sing a song? Maybe push me to murder the Prince of the Land very subtly. With family-friendly messages. Huh? Why can't you be breaking out in a family-friendly song that promotes genocide? Huh? No, instead you just had to be all blunt and weird. Just directly trying to murder me. I'm a human being. I have feelings too. Once more, blaming the keyboard for not stomping this frog instead of getting murdered by its tiny webbed feet. Not taking any of the freaking blame for that. Still need to get out of here, please. This is terrible. Alright. At least we made it to the exit. Okay, this is the last run. It's a disastrous run. He's going nowhere. And he's going to be the last one. Because I gotta just draw the line somewhere. And this is it. I can't escape. I am trapped forever. Managed to get out of that sticky situation. Nope. No! No! It was a tough time, okay? There was a piranha, and there was a man with a boomerang. The plan was whip his boomerang, then whip him again. But the piranha made everything complicated. I got flustered, got out of there. And everything sucks, and everything's terrible, and we will accomplish nothing of worth. But hey, that teleported action was sweet.